I was in love with Hollywood and movies and wanted to be a movie maker, but I had no ability to work my way up through a system like being the T-boy and working for somebody else. I was unemployable and impossible. And yet I wanted to make movies. And in a strange way, it was also in the 60s when the Vietnam War was on. I became very disillusioned with America, and I went to England. And within a year, things started happening. Eventually, Monty Python came along, which led to animation, which eventually led to Terry Jones and I directing Holy Grail. And once our name went up on the screen saying directed by Terry Jones and Terry Gilliam, people thought we were film directors, and they gave me work. The important thing for all young film directors, get your name on the screen that says directed by, and then everything's easy after that. Every film I make, I'm learning how to make a film. That's what's interesting. I'm a complete amateur. I don't know how to make movies. I just start a project, and in the course of making the film, by the end of it, I know how to make that film. But it's too late. I've got to make another film at that point.
Tu prima hai detto che non parli inglese, no? Com'è stato all'inizio diciamo, entrare in contatto con i tuoi amici e colleghi di Monty Python, con il loro inglese perfetto di Oxford e di Cambridge? Ci sono dei aneddoti?
Yeah, I was the token American. I was there to make them feel superior. Because they spoke English better than I did. I spoke like an American, and they were always making jokes about my inability to use the language intelligently. But it made them happy. And I was happy they were happy. Because they let me do whatever I wanted to do. I had more freedom within the group than anybody else did, because I did something the others didn't know how to do. And where they had to always submit the material to the group, which I was able to vote on, they could never vote on what I did. And so I was the lucky one. So as long as they were happy, I did what I did, and they felt superior, but I was free.
Allora, visto che siamo in Italia, una sala piena, gente che ti ascolta, raccontaci qualcosa del tuo film rouge con l'Italia, che ha cominciato credo sul set del Barone di Munchausen.
Oh, Italy is the great seducer. It's the sexy country. Italy makes you want to love Italy. Everything about it is, I don't know, I'm fascinated by this country because it's so old. It's been through so many changes. It's created some of the most beautiful things on the planet. It has created some of the greatest, what do you say, casino? Yeah, casino is what it is. I like the fact that the Italians do not believe in the government or the state. It's always seems to me it's a very humanist country. I mean, you all hate each other, but you've learned to be civilized and deal with it. I mean, okay, we go back many centuries and you're all busy killing each other. You stop doing that, you've grown up. And I love that. I mean, there's this wonderful, healthy cynicism in this country that I like. But it's interesting in England, particularly. England believes in the rule of law, that we've created a parliament, a jurisprudence, a system that is fair, and everybody follows the rules. And number one, it's not fair, and it's number two, it's a mess. But people think the law is the most important thing. Italy doesn't believe that. And I like that sense of anarchy, that sense of individuality. on the other hand, I'm happy now to have been born here where the family is so restrictive, and you all want to escape from your family as much as you love your family. I wanted to escape from my family, and I went to England. And then I developed a family there, and I wanted to escape them, and they come to Italy. I think Italy does. No, everybody about Italy now is talking about the society is collapsing, the birth rate is descending, Berlusconi is taking advantage of everybody. You have terrible television. Your film industry is fucked. Some of my friends who are filmmakers are very depressed, and I think that's the sad thing about Italy. Italy has produced some of the finest, greatest films the world has ever seen or ever will see. And yet, at the moment, it's a very sad state of affairs. I don't know. Can you fix it?